Have some squirrels nested up here in the trees. I was hoping maybe I could catch one. Tufted titmouse. It's a tall pine. These two tall ones right here are poplar trees. And up there's a squirrel's nest in the oak tree. This is what the bark of a poplar tree looks like. And this little one right here is a sassafras tree. Those poplar leaves there. And the orange up there is a maple. Here is a young sassafras tree. Wild blackberries. There's an oak tree. Maple trees. Here in Kentucky, we have pawpaw trees also. And I believe I'll find them over here. There's pawpaw trees. Yeah, losing their leaves. Here's a better example of a sassafras tree. It's a little bigger, so you'll see the bark a little better. Right there. This is a cedar tree. And this tree right here, can you guess what that is? It's a dogwood tree. Here's a better example of it. And the leaves are pretty well gone off those. We're already up into November here. Let's walk down there and see if we can see some cows. One thing I do like about the woods, sometimes you'll come across a lot of vines. These honeysuckle. But you also find vines that have wrapped around the tree. There's a rose bush. Lots of those out here. Got some new shoots on them. And there's some rose hips on them. Full of vitamin C, they say. You can make a lot of things out of them in here. There's a briar root. Old timers will dig them up, make pipes out of them. We might find us a cow or two down here. The pine cone. Now this tree right here, I believe they call that a devil's walking stick. And it has a real pretty bloom on top of it. In early fall, late summer. And I believe it puts off little purple berries of some sort. And these things, they do break off quite easily, but wouldn't be pleasant to run into them. Another twisted stick. Trees will still live a long time. Now here's a tree that something must have fell in it and split it open. You can see the old growth from the scar. And look, that vine wrapping around it. Now, I don't know for sure, but I believe that's a holly tree starting to come up, or a bush or shrub or whatever those are. And here's a fern. Have a lot of those here in Kentucky. Now they say, and I have eat them, but these will get them little fiddleheads that come out on them in the spring. Those real young fiddleheads. I've read in several different books that you can eat those. You gotta simmer them up in something though. But you definitely want to research that before you try that out. Down here is part of the cow field. And whenever they feed them cows, they come a-running. They'll follow the tractor. Big old roll of hay on the back of it. And there is a creek down there. To go down there sometime. Now, I don't know, let's see. This is a maple tree. May not have too many more years left on it in comparison to what it could have. Looks like it might have had some kind of damage lightning strike, or maybe when it was real young, limb or something fell on it and split it. Here's a little bit bigger cedar tree. Its bark was shed off a little bit. This is actually a dead cedar tree. There's this pine tree beside her. Maybe some of you guys can tell me what this is, some of these other plants. I'm not sure what that is. Now right here is a beech tree coming up, real small. And you don't see any, there's no big beech trees here. So they got cut out a long time ago. But this little spot here's got quite a few of them that's coming up. See if I can find anything else that you guys maybe can tell me what it is. And right here's a backup for this. It's a dogwood tree. It got bent over whenever this big tree right here fell. And it's still alive too. Now right here is a big old tall dead pine tree, and that limb is hanging right over me. And that is what the old timers, people still today, call that a widow maker. Windy days, it's not a good day to be in these kind of woods. See if I can find something else to show you. Maybe somebody can tell me what this is. Okay, looks to be more like a tall shrub of some sort. Another beech tree in the middle here. So I don't know what that bark is. Seems like there's some type of a honeysuckle bush. It looks something like that. I was hoping to catch a squirrel today, but they was already out collecting everything most of the day. And they haven't found my peanut stash that I put out for them. They was all around it, digging everywhere, scratching leaves. They never did find a peanut stash. Maybe they'll catch it tomorrow. Been out there for several days. For some reason, these last few days, the squirrels hadn't even been out in the daytime. I guess they just collect their food and then they go back and hole up for a while. Or I missed them one. See if I can find one more thing that's maybe a little interesting. This is a blackberry patch. It's a wild blackberries. There's about 15 or 20 plants in here. And there'll be some more new shoots come up next year. And we throw scraps out here. Just anything that might fertilize it a little bit. Now I do see something here you may be interested. want to say this is goldenrod. Look at that big old twisted cane back there. Nature sure is something. Now I've heard that on this side of the equator, all your vines, when you come up these trees, come up the same side. I'm going to have to look back over some of these and just double check that. Let's see here. It's coming up from the right side. Let's go look at this other one and just see real quick. So yeah, this one's coming up from the right side of it. Let's go look at this other one. I think I know where another one's at actually. Now this is a dried up plant. Let's see if I can get on him. That stalk right here, that may be some type of a wild lettuce. Let's go see this other vine here. So far, all the vines I see do come up from the right side. Look, here's a whole bunch of them. Oh yeah. So, you can see how the vine comes up like this. Look at this one. Let the neighbor's dog come over here to visit me. You want to be on YouTube? Come here. Come here. Come on over here. Let's go take a look at this YouTube. You ready? Let everybody meet you. Yeah. I think this dog is a good watchdog. What's going on? Are you going to talk to us? Speak. Speak. What is it? Did you find that rabbit? Where's that rabbit? Where's it at? Where's it at? Go find it. Lots of rabbits around here. A rabbit. There are actually some wild ones, but we got some tame ones that run around here. Just kind of got out of the pen. Well, I'll tell you what, every single vine that I see comes up from that right side. Now, if anybody's on south of the equator, I would love to know if your vines come up on the left side. Every single one of these vines come up on the right side. You want to tell them bye?